Hey, what's up everyone? Bit me some back with another Bitcoin video. Currently right now I'm on the Bitcoin 4-hour time frame. So with today's video we're just going to look at a few different charts and try to find a few price targets and see what we can see. I have a very important video to make today because I believe there's going to be a massive move coming pretty soon and you guys definitely don't want to miss that. So let's just jump right into it. So this chart right here is on the 4-hour time frame. I have quite a bit of lines, but what the lines are for this chart is just pretty much my price targets, pretty much just to let me know where we need to break to start seeing higher pricing and stuff like that. So current price right now is pretty much 40,000. It's $40,009, so it's pretty much right on the dot on 40,000. So we definitely need to stay above 39,730, and we'll definitely be able to see higher pricing. But the main price probably that we need to break is this 40,360. If we could break that, we're definitely going to start moving up. We're going to start moving upwards. And if you guys notice this line right here in the middle, I'll change the color real fast. That yellow line right there. So that's pretty much the trend line that this is respecting pretty well. If you notice, we have a lot of support broke underneath it, the back above it, support pretty much, resistance, support. It's like we're definitely following this line. We came up here, found it. So my next guess is we're definitely at least moving up back to the top of this line. And that's where our next decision area is going to be at. So depending on where we hit at, we could either go to the right a little bit, go this way, or we can just go straight up. So the thing is my guess is we're probably going to go around this way. And that looks like where we could be hitting right here in this. And where that's hitting at is pretty much the 40,700 area, 40,600 area. And that's this line also, this 4,788. That's pretty much the line we're probably gonna make it up to. All right, so yeah, that's just the first little few price targets for that. But all right, so also as you guys can notice, in a previous video I had made that we were in a bull flag falling downwards like this, and once we hit the bottom perfectly, got a retest and moved up. And then we also had this box here from previously because we knew we would make it up to that because we broke the structure currently right there. So what that told me was pretty much at least we'll make it up to that. So like I said, we broke up here, came down for a retest, came up again, and we started moving up. But this was the area we had a rejection. So the thing is now we need to make it across this line. This is the line that I was telling you in the other chart that was yellow. So if we could make it above this line, we're going to have to make it above, give it a retest, and then we're going to come back up to this box. And if we come up to this box, this is where the next decision area is going to happen, where we could either break it, retest, and start moving up again. And there's another trend line that I have right here that is getting respected pretty well. So my guess could be that we could at least make it back up to this line. And that's where this inside of this box is at. And this is kind of, it's forming a triangle right here. So this triangle right here is going to determine what's going to happen. So we're either going to hit off of here, come down here, and then bounce back up. Because if you zoom out a little bit, oh, I have it on a different chart. I'll show you on a different chart. But yeah, this is pretty much my idea from right here is we need to break this line first and then make it up to this box. So this is pretty much the same chart but on a 2-hour. If like I said, it's the same thing but 2 hours. So this is another, well, if you think about it, what's happening right here at the bottom is kind of getting cut off, but at the bottom it's a bearish pennant where the price usually starts from the top and it drops down into this little triangle that's like a pennant, but that one usually comes down. So the thing is if that follows that pattern, if you notice it came down, it's inside of this pennant, usually comes back down. But if it comes down, I think it'll hit off of this support again, because we are respecting this support very well. And like I said, this is actually healthy that it does that, because it can't just go straight up forever. So like I said, this is why retests are important, you know, because the thing is if you get in your trade right here, you could imagine what happens to your emotions when it goes up, comes all the way down, comes up, comes all the way down like that. This is why it's better just to get in right here, because then you save that, and it also confirms the move more. Alright, so yeah, let me just check this next chart. So this was the one of the charts that I had that we created this like bull flag that was forming, coming downwards like this. If you guys see that kind of forming inside of that flag, let me make it a little, just one solid. So that's the flag that I'm talking about right there. So we popped out of it, and if you guys notice right here, we pop out, give it a retest, and now we're at this resistance. So this next resistance is going to be the next major target that we need to move above, and we've been respecting this line since back here. Or actually, that's the line we need to make it back up. But this is what I'm saying, is that inside of this box, let me change this back. So inside of that box, that's where we just did the retest, and that's where I'm saying is that it gets this is the retest. So let me actually make it a little bigger so you guys can see. So as you guys can see, if we broke this flag, this is what's confirming the move outside of the flag, is this actual retest. So if we come out, hit the bottom, and then retest, that's confirming this move. So once we break above this white line right here, then that's also confirming. So by the time we hit this line, and then we're going to hit this next fib circle, we're going to look into that and see what's going to happen next when we hit that fib circle. So what happens with the bull flag, if you guys notice, right here at the bottom left, a bull flag is usually a continuation pattern, but that's if it starts from the bottom and then works its way, like it pumps from the bottom, it pumps up, creates into this little flag, and then goes upwards after that. So if that's the case, but this one came from the top. Well, I mean, I guess if you think about it, if I were to drag it, this is the flag upwards right here. So this flag going up, that's the pole, like the flag pole, and then now this is the flag. And if you notice, we're actually breaking up. So what we could be doing is honestly working our way back up to this 46,000 area, which is where this line is coming in at. So, and this is part of the video that I wanted to make sure you guys understand that we could possibly, there's a few targets that we could be hitting around 46,000, 47,000. So if you guys stay watching this video to the end, I will have some important price targets letting us know where we could be heading. So yeah, like I said, let's look into that. But that's a trend line, is where that's coming in at. It's not just a random line, it's actually a trend line. So if we start working our way back towards, start working our way up, that could be one of the price targets that we hit. So okay, and then let's check this fib circle. So this fib circle that I put way over here from the bottom, from the pretty much the lowest price of that to the top of this guy. The reason why I do yeah, that's how you do it, from the bottom to the top, from the lowest to the highest pretty much. Alright, so this is the thing, is that let me get rid of these lines. Alright, so currently we're right here in this area. So if we're about to hit this fib circle. So the fib circle all the way across from here kind of went up a little bit, but it kind of went sideways. So let me see what happens a little bit closer. Oh yeah, this was the fib lines that we hit. So we came down bearish, hit it, found resistance, came down. So what I'm trying to figure out is so like I said, if we have a little bit of a move up right there, I'm guessing that that's what could happen over here on this side, is that we're gonna work our way to this fib line and then we're gonna come up. See, so this one, it worked, it went up. Oh, and if you notice, actually, look at this. I just noticed that. Alright, so that trend line that I made that I was saying we could be touching at 46,000-ish, it has a line all the way over here. That's the same fib line. That's the same fib line that I have. So with that being said, is that we did get resistance when we hit this line. We hit the line and then we got resistance when we hit that fib circle. So what I'm thinking is that, look what happened, and like I said, that line is the same line that's coming in at the 46,000 that other charts are also telling me we could be moving up. This is just for my Bitcoin viewers only. You guys, if you're watching all the way to the end of this video, you're probably getting information that nobody's talking about yet. I guarantee you I'm the only one talking about this, and in a few days or in a week or so, when it all plays out, you guys will be able to know that I was telling the truth. So remember this video. So if you guys notice that white line, when we broke it, we did move up to catch resistance. We did break down underneath it, did this, broke back above, pretty much broke it a little bit, but didn't really close above it, and we hit this as resistance. That's where we're getting that resistance too. And then if you notice that line, this line was support at one point, support, and now it's underneath it, resistance, and we fell. Alright, so let me check this line now. Ooh, so if so that line now will be what we're resistance, and pretty much support, resistance. So when we came up, if we were to drop, it could possibly drop to that. Then that's a pretty far drop, but that's where I'm thinking, this is where I'm thinking a lot of people get it wrong, is that they think it's going to be dropping, and I don't see that happening. And if you notice right here, like I said, we got resistance, pretty much came underneath it, resistance, came underneath it, resistance. Now we broke it, came underneath it, pretty much rode a support. Now it's, well, if we break this first white line, then the next one we're going to hit is going to be this top one. So what I'm pretty much trying to say, if we break 42,300, if we break that going upwards, then the next target will be this 46,000 area, is where I think we could be heading, at least. Because, let's see, and then after that it went up. So the thing is so this is just one big circle also. So like, this is what I'm saying, how you guys have to remember, this is just one big circle. Like, it's like a donut. This is the icing on the donut. So this is the outside of that donut, like, you know, that line, and then this is the outside of the donut right there, and then this is all the inside of the donut right here. So if you guys can see it that way, what I'm pretty much saying is that on this donut, on the outside of it, it's pretty much writing it as support. So there's a lot of support on that outside and resistance. So when we get to this area, there's going to be a lot of support from the inside of it. So with this line right here, like I said, because once we hit this line, it's a new trend starting. And then this trend went up like that. So my guess is it's going to go up like that also. Yep, that's pretty much what I'm thinking. So let's see, this chart right here, this is pretty much the same kind of chart that I had. Just really pretty much the same thing. Oh, this is way off actually. It's way off. So that. Alright, so yeah, this one I just put a Fibonacci chart just to give some more support and resistance pretty much. So right now we need to make it above this white line right here for us to start seeing higher pricing. But that's where we're kind of working our way up now. So this will be the first line, and then this will be the next line. So it definitely just depends what we end up doing from here. And there is a, let's see, that's the moving average right there. So if you notice that blue line right there, let me try to make it bigger. So that line is the moving average. That's the 20 moving average. So we're actually getting rejected pretty much at the 20 moving average. So we need to break above that 20 moving average. And if we do, then we're definitely moving upwards. So that line right there is the one we need to move up. So it actually looks like it's starting to pump up also. So I mean, this is our current price we need to move above. We need to move above 40,200. So if we can move past 40,200, then we're definitely going to start moving up. All right, so this is one of the charts that was telling me this is how I was able to find the possible bottom. Let me go to this chart first. So if I zoom out a little bit, you guys can see that there's this like, and let me just put this thing. Okay, if that's the that's an ascending triangle. If you notice at the top left, there's an ascending triangle. It's getting cut off, but it usually goes to the upside. So it goes up and then gives it a retest, and it keeps going up. So an ascending triangle, usually when it goes like this, it usually goes to the upside. So since we broke down, this is how I knew this was possibly the bottom, which is also confirming in those other charts. If you guys remember, let's see, yeah, pretty much in this one, that's like that I was saying, goes giving it a retest. I lose it. Or was it this one? No. Yeah, so that was I guess it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. I was so far zoomed out I didn't notice it. All right, yeah, this is why I was saying also is why I knew that could have been the bottom, for the same reason that we were getting this retest. So the fact that we came down to give it a retest, that's why I knew it was kind of moving up now. Because also in this chart, that's where this bottom was at. Pretty much where that, in that other chart, that's where this bottom was at. So that's why I knew this could be the bottom. So my next guess though is like our first major target is gonna be this yellow top. So that's what I was saying, is that if we start moving up, we're gonna move up at least to the first target, 44,000. That is where we could be getting rejected, then coming down possibly. But in one of my charts, it's telling me by May 5th, we're probably going to be at the top. So depending on how high we can get by May 5th is how high we can go. So we'll definitely look into that. But just for you guys sticking with me, and if you're still watching this video, we're going to look into that right now. All right, so let me see which one is the one I'm looking for. Or is it this one? Or no, it's that chart. All right, yeah, it's that chart. All right, so yeah, this chart right here is what I was telling you. So this bottom white line is the one that's the yellow line in the previous chart. So I also knew that was going to be happening because if you guys notice this green candle right here, that's where this box is at. So I put the box pretty much where that green candle was at, because there's 2 wicks on it too. The 2 wicks go this high and that low. So pretty much I knew that It's how low we were gonna go. So that was an indicator for that too. So like I said, that's why I knew we would come into this box and get back up. So depending where we hit though, this bottom line, this line going diagonal is where we're gonna be pretty much making the next decision area. But if you notice, this green marker right here is my next target of where we could be heading. So if we can hit this, let me see where this all right, so it actually just goes from here till about right there. So that these two yellow are actually, let me put it into a box so you guys can see it better. So this rectangle is where my next target is that we're gonna be seeing. And what kind of proved it to me more was the fact that I knew we were going to get this bounce right here. So I said, if we get this bounce right here, the next target is going to be in this box. If we were to hit this target and broke it, then yeah, that would have canceled everything I was thinking. But I knew this was going to happen days in advance. So the fact that I knew it was going to happen and it played out, it's just confirming my idea of what's going to be happening. So now my next idea is that if this were to happen, then my next idea was that it's going to be working its way up to here. We got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of these lines that we need to break, but the thing is my next target is where this green is at. So the fact that we hit this green but we came down, that let me know that where we could be coming back up to. And I guess if you draw a line, actually, so our first main target is going to be this 43,100. So we need to make it up to this 43,100. And if we break that, then that's where I'm saying we're going to hit this next white line. And if we break that one, so we'll definitely see. But like I said, we got until, let's see, this line is coming in on May 6th. So if you guys understand how I do the charting, May 6th is the start of a new trend. So it would be May 5th. May 5th is the day I think we could be the end of this trend. So my thing is that we need to at least make it up to this box. By the time May 5th comes, we need to be inside of that box. All right, let me check this other chart. All right, so this is pretty much, like I said, this is the same line that we're catching this bounce at. So if we hit it, this is why I knew we were going to come back up. So our first target is going to be this, pretty much this line also. So when we come up to this line, this is coming in around 44,600. Depending where we hit at, it could even be around 43,400. So the thing is, its current price is 40,000. So technically, we still got quite a bit of room to grow still. And if we grow just up there, that's like another, it says, let's see, from 40,000 to 43,000 is already saying, it's 10%, 8%. That's quite a bit. 8%. If we could make it up to 44,600, it says it would be 10% already. That's gonna be a big pump if we work our way up that high. 44,000. All right, yeah, this was the pretty much, like I said, the chart from earlier. This was the one that was also telling me that this is how I knew this was gonna be the bottom, because like I said, this red candle right here let me know this red candle is the one that let me know this is where we're going to be heading at, because this candle goes from there to there. And look, we started from this red candle, we went up, and we hit the red candle exactly where we started from. So now, since we hit right here with the green, now it's the green's turn to work its way back up to at least this area, which is 45,000. So it could even hit around 45,000 up to 47,000. So the thing is I'm pretty much confident we're gonna make it back up to this 45,000. So we got into, like I said, this line is coming in May 4th. So we got into about May 3rd even. So from May 3rd to May 6th, this next major move is going to be finished up. So the thing is what I'm saying, once we get this bounce, right before May 4th is when we're going to come right back down. I don't know how low, but that'll be the top. When we get to these candles, depending where these candles are at, if they're right here, then that's the top. But I mean, I don't think it'll go that high. But what I'm saying is, where this box was at, that's where I'm thinking it's gonna go. Let's see. Yeah. So where this box is at, coming in around like 46,000, is where I'm thinking we could be going. So, but it depends too, because like I said, this is the main trend that we're already getting rejected from, this line right here. So depending where we hit it at, if we hit it up to here, it'll be obviously higher. But if we hit it even down to right here, this could be the top, and that's at 43,700. So let's just say we work our way up like this. But my guess is we're going to make it at least to the bottom of this candle, which is 45,000. My guess will be 45,000 at least. If we break 45,000, 47,000 will be coming in. All right, so that's pretty much what I got so far. So if you guys like that video, make sure you like and subscribe, and please leave a like and comment if you have any suggestions on which coin I should do next. And if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you very much, and you're definitely part of the Bit Crew. So, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now and become a part of this Bit Crew, and send this video to someone and let them know you found a channel that finds the tops and bottoms every single time. And we'll find out in the next few weeks or not if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, then I know I'm wrong, then I'm okay with that. But if I'm right, then we'll see. We'll be seeing very, very soon if I'm right or wrong. But my guess is we're going to be back into this 44,200 area very, very soon. Let's see right here. We're going to at least hit 44,000. These are the next major targets. We're going to come down. We got to hit this one first. We got to break it. Then hit that one next, break it. And then from there, so we'll see. But yeah, like I said, that's my guess. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.